back. As you can see, springtime. Sun is in the face. The lighting is not the best, but anyway, let's get straight into it. So, I said I was going to do another story. This time is another story, I guess. I'm going to do a story about, I don't even know the title of what I'm going to call this. Basically, let's just call this, I'm happy we didn't get revenge. Let's just call it that. Okay, so again, this is when I was 14, which makes me realize the last story is when I was 13, because I was in year 9 in school, and I must have been bunking school, if I'm to be honest with you. I was skipping school, so I met up with my friend. Let's give him an anonymous name. Let's call him S. Yeah. So I met up with my friend S in a place called Clapham Junction. So we used to do this a lot of times. Every Friday we would have this thing called games. It was like PE, physical education. I wasn't into physical education. It's not that I wasn't good at it. I just didn't like it because you had to bring your kit, and it didn't interest me. So I just saw that as a skipping school day. At first it started with me going to school and then skipping that lesson. Then I just decided to skip all of Friday. I didn't go to any classes. So me and my friend S, this started becoming a normal thing. We started to meet up at Clapham Junction, somewhere around the station. So we'll meet there every morning as if we are going to school, and then we will go and we'll go on journeys, just pass the time until school finishes. There was a lot of adventures we got up to. You could say it was boring, but there's a sense of like a adrenaline rush when you're doing something wrong. And I can't say I'm proud, but there was good times. There was good and there was bad times. And fortunately, this story, I think, is one of the bad times. So we get on the bus and we go back towards Brixton. I don't know why, but somehow we decided to go back towards Brixton, where I'm from. I told him that there will be no one home. So there's no one. My mum wasn't there, my brother wasn't there. Like, I just knew it was a safe time to go home. I don't know what my mother was doing at the time. I don't even think she was staying that day. She was somewhere else anyway. So we go back towards Brixton. And I think we get to Brixton around 10 a.m. So we must have linked up around 9 o'clock. Done whatever, I don't know what we was doing. And then we get to, we take the bus. It's like 40 minutes, 45 minutes or whatever. Then we get off at Loughborough Junction. I remember this. When we get off at Loughborough Junction, mind you, our uniform is as bright as day. Our uniform is like a bright maroon color. It's like almost like a purple, but it's maroon, like a weird brown color. We start going around a corner, going towards what we call Five Ways. As we go towards Five Ways, well, we don't even get towards Five Ways. As we go underneath the bridge of Loughborough Junction Station, we come to an abrupt stop. Basically, 3 boys from across the road just cross over, and it's just like, give me what you've got. To be honest, it happens so fast. I don't even know what to think of it. Because the main part of that story is, it was 3 of them. I think one of them was like a younger brother. 2 other guys, similar age to us. And they gripped us on a wall underneath the bridge. We didn't even get past the bridge. Like, this is within like I don't even think it was 30 seconds of getting off the bus. Mind you, I pass here all the time. I just wasn't expecting to be stopped there. But in an area like Brixton, you can get approached, robbed at any time, and that was just our time. So straight away from across the road, 3 guys come over. I don't know how we didn't see them. By the time we saw them, they were halfway across the road. And for some reason we stopped. They had us against the wall. And one guy is focused on my friend. But 2 guys are focused on me. So you got one guy holding me up like this. Or trying to. It was such an adrenaline rush. I don't even know what he was saying to me. I feel he was just telling me to give him money. Give me money, give me money. I said, I'm not giving you money. I had money, but I just wasn't giving him money. I'm not going to give him money. And then you've got his little brother, some jumping around. I don't want to call him an idiot, but he was just, you know, you got one of those guys that just gassed. Just like, yo, I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him. Yeah, I'm going to hit him, yeah. What? That type of guy. And I'm just thinking, this guy's going to hit me. Just any minute he's going to hit me. And then within 20 seconds, he throws a punch. But the funniest thing is, he punches his brother in the face. He hits his brother in the face. So I'm looking at this guy in front of me. His nose starts to bleed. No, you can't make this up. Really, you can't make this up. I was expecting a punch in the face. But this guy didn't get close enough. Imagine his brother is here. And he's there. And he swings a punch. And it's meant to hit me in the face like this. But it hits the guy in front of me. Which is his own brother. And I remember... I remember the look of what the guys... You punched me, fam? What are you punching me for? But he kept like a masculine frame, composure. He didn't fumble or nothing. Like, he was still focused on the robbing. It's like, yo, I'm still trying to rob you. But I could just never forget, like, when his nose started bleeding, he was just like, bro, you punched me, fam. Still, adrenaline rush is going. I don't remember what the other guy said. So, which makes me sense that the guy who was trying to rob me, or was focusing on me was the main guy. Because he wasn't breaking any composure. He was straight on job. So anyway, they do what they do. I think they took a little £1 off my friend. I don't know what happened. I didn't realize that until we walked off and we spoke about it. As we're walking away, I remember there was an old lady going around and she said, yo, in some Jamaican accent, like, yo, you need to stick up for yourself. You need to fight the boy them or whatever. Like, not boy them as in police, but the boy them, like the boys. Usually we say boy them meaning police, but she said like boy them. Meaning like the boys, you should fight back. And I'm thinking, what, fight back? These guys might have knives on them. But with that energy, I'm doing the video. With that energy, we took that energy on the walk back. So as we're going towards Five, it's like a 15-minute walk to my part of Brixton from Loughborough Junction. So we start walking, and obviously, you know, that's a weird walk. You know, after you've been robbed like that, gripped up against the wall, you just about missed a punch. One guy's, you know, £1 got taken. And you're just thinking to yourself, what if we go back? What if, because, I don't know, the words of that woman got into our head thinking, what, are we soft or something? We're going to go back. It's not like we haven't attempted to do what they've done before. But the manner in which it was done. Anyways, to make the long story short, went back to my place. My friend already had like a Swiss knife, and I went and took my Swiss knife blade, and we went out 50 minutes back to that area again, looking for them. What was funny is, on the way there, we got approached again, but it was a different energy. When I think back, it was like evil energy, really, because the same energy we had, the person who tried to rob us again didn't rob us, because he was just like, you know, when people when you go through certain areas, some people might be passing by, they don't know you, and they always say this thing like, "Hey, come walk with me. Where you from? Hey, come walk this way." I don't think. Most times you just gotta stick up for yourself. Like, I'm not going anywhere. We know what's gonna happen. You're gonna walk that way, and they're gonna rob you. So no police can pass by and see them robbing you. No, it was a different energy. So they just walked past, and we went back to the same spot we got robbed. With, I mean, I'd say it with knives in our pockets. I remember being, if I'm to be honest with you, I remember being angry and slightly scared. Not scared. I didn't know what I was scared of. I was just scared that something. There's many people who have died that way. They've gone with their knife to a situation and they've been stabbed with their own knife and they die. Anyways, we got back. Nothing happened. We didn't find those people. They didn't find us. So we went back. I went and got some chicken from the local fried chicken shop. And then we, spoke about it. Talking about if we ever see them again. But I'm actually glad, like really glad we didn't bump into them. Because the way my friend was feeling and the way I was feeling, together we was just ready to do harm. Based on how we felt from that situation. Because we just went home feeling like, feeling less of a man or feeling less of a boy. But it was a normal thing. It was a normal thing. I guess I would never really understand why we was that angry, to be honest. Actually, no, I do understand. It's ego. It's pride. Ego, pride. We didn't need to go back. But the fact that we went back, risking our own lives, and risking the other person's life. Only the Lord knows what would have happened if there was an altercation with the same people. So I guess the message of that story is sometimes not getting revenge is sweet. That's the message of that story. They say revenge is sweet, but there was a saying if you want revenge, dig 2 graves. So I'll leave it there. This wasn't a funny story or anything like that. It's a real life story that I remember from the past. Obviously, to any kids watching this, don't skip school. Make sure you go to school. It was a different time back then. I'm talking like 15 years ago, where you could easily skip school. Like we could literally just walk out of the gates. But that's a whole nother story, because that begun a whole lane of bunking school and getting into trouble and doing other nonsense that I shouldn't have been doing. So I'm not proud of it, but yeah, this was like the beginning stage. Anyway, I hope I didn't bore you with that story. Want to hear more? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.